Hello, it's Pedro. It's nice to see you. Chapter 11, Count, Noun Count, Nouns, and Articles. 11.1. A versus an. A. I have a pencil. B. I live in an apartment. C. I have a small apartment. D. I live in an old building. A and an are used in front of a singular noun. E.g., for example, pencil, apartment, they mean one. If a singular noun is modified by an adjective, e.g., for example, small, old, a or an comes in front of the adjective, as in C and D. A is used in front of words that begin with a consonant, B, C, D, F, G, etc. A boy, a bad day, a cat, a cute baby. An is used in front of words that begin with the vowels A, E, I, and O. An apartment, an angry man, an elephant, an empty room, etc. E. I have an umbrella. F. I saw an ugly picture. G. I attend a university. H. I had a unique experience. For words that begin with the letter U. 1. An is used if the U is a vowel sound, as in an umbrella, an uncle, an unusual day. 2. A is used if the U is a consonant sound, as in a university, a unit, a usual event. I. He will arrive in an hour. J. New Year's Day is a holiday. For words that begin with the letter H or H. 1. And used if the H or H is silent, an hour, an honor, an honest person. 2. A is used if the H or H is pronounced, a holiday, a hotel, a high grade. 11.2. Count and noun count nouns. Singular, plural. Count noun. A chair, one chair, chairs, two chairs, some chairs. A count noun. 1. Can be counted with numbers, one chair, two chairs, 10 chairs, etc. 2. Can be preceded by an an in the singular, a chair. 3. Has a plural form ending in s or yes or s, chairs. Noun count noun. Furniture, some furniture. Blank. A noun count noun. 1. Cannot be counted with numbers, incorrect, one furniture. 2. Is not immediately preceded by a and, incorrect, a furniture. 3. Does not have a plural form, no final s, incorrect, furnitures. See chart 1.5, page 14, and chart 6.1, page 147 for the spelling and pronunciation of s, es, or s. 11.3. Noun count nouns. Individual parts equals the whole. Count nouns, noun count nouns. A. Letters, postcards, bills, etc. equals mail. B. Apples, bananas, oranges, etc. fruit. C. Rings, bracelets, necklaces, etc. jewelry. Noun count nouns usually refer to a whole group of things that is made up of many individual parts. A whole category made of different varieties. For example, furniture is a noun count noun. It describes a whole category of things, chairs, tables, beds, etc. Chairs, tables, beds, etc. Furniture. Mail, fruit, and jewelry are other examples of noun count nouns that refer to a whole category made up of individual parts. Some common noun count nouns, whole group made up of individual parts. A. Clothing, equipment, food, fruit, furniture, jewelry, mail, money, scenery, stuff, traffic. B. Homework, housework, work. C. Advice, information. D. History, literature, music, poetry. E. Grammar, slang, vocabulary. F. Arabic, Chinese, English, German, Indonesian, Spanish, etc. G. Corn, dirt, flour, hair, pepper, rice, salt, sand, sugar. 11.4. More non-count nouns. A. Liquids, coffee, milk, oil, soup, tea, water. Solids and semi-solids, bread, butter, cheese, ice, meat, beef, chicken, fish. Chalk, glass, gold, iron, paper, soup, toothpaste, wood, gases, air, pollution, smoke. B. Things that occur in nature. Weather, rain, snow, darkness, light, sunshine, thunder, lightning. C. Abstractions. Beauty, courage, experience, fun, generosity, happiness, health, help, honesty, ignorance, kindness, knowledge, luck, patience, progress, selfishness, time, violence. An abstraction is an idea, it has no physical form. A person cannot touch it. 11.5. Using several, a lot of, many, much, and a few, a little. Count, non-count. A. Several chairs, blank. Several is used only with count nouns. B. A lot of chairs, a lot of furniture, a lot of is used with both count and non-count nouns. C. Many chairs, much furniture, many is used with count nouns, much is used with non-count nouns. D. A few chairs, a little furniture, a few is used with count nouns, a little is used with non-count nouns. 11.6. Nouns that can be count or non-count. Quite a few nouns can be used as either count or non-count nouns. Examples of both count and non-count usages of some common nouns follow. Noun used as a noun, count noun used as a count noun. Glass. A. Windows are made of glass. B. I drank a glass of water. C. Janet wears glasses when she reads. Hair. D. Rita has brown hair. E. There is a hair on my jacket. Iron. F. Iron is a metal. G. I pressed my shirt with an iron. Light. H. I opened the curtain to let in some light. I. Please turn off the lights. Lamps. Paper. J. I need some paper to write a note. K. I wrote a paper to Professor Lee. L. I bought a paper, a newspaper. Time. M. How much time do you need to finish your work? And how many times have you been to Mexico? Work. O. I have some work to do tonight. P. That painting is a work of art. Coffee. Q. I had some coffee after dinner. R. 2 coffees, please. Chicken, fish. S. I ate some chicken, some fish. T. She drew a picture of a chicken, a fish. Experience. U. I haven't had much experience with computers. I don't have much knowledge or skill in using computers. V. I had many interesting experiences on my trip. Many interesting events happened to me on my trip. 11.7. Using units of measure with non-count nouns. A. I had some tea. B. I had 2 cups of tea. C. I ate some toast. D. I ate one piece of toast. To mention a specific quantity of a noun count noun, speakers use units of measures such as 2 cups of or 1 piece of. A unit of measure usually describes the container, a cup of, a bowl of, the amount, a pound of, a quart of, or the shape, a bar of soap, a sheet of paper. Weight measure, 1 pound, 0.45 kilograms, kilos. Liquid measure, 1 quart equals 0.95 liters. 4 quarts, 1 gallon, 3.8 liters. (11.8) Guidelines for article usage. To make a generalization. Singular count nouns A and A. A dog makes a good pet. B. An apple is red. C. A pencil contains lead. In A, the speaker is talking about any dog, all dogs, dogs in general. Plural count nouns blank. D. Blank. Dogs make good pets. E. Blank. Apples are red. F. Nothing or blank. Pencils contain lead. Indeed, the speaker is talking about my dog, all dogs, about any dog, all dogs, dogs in general. Note, examples A and D have the same meaning. Noun count nouns. Nothing. G. Nothing fruit is good for you. H. Nothing coffee contains caffeine. I like nothing music. In G, the speaker is talking about any fruit, all fruit, fruit in general. To talk about non-specific persons or things. Singular count nouns. A and an. A and. J. I saw a dog in my yard. K. Mary ate an apple. L. I need a pencil. In J, the speaker is saying, I saw one dog, not 2 dogs, some dogs, many dogs. It wasn't a specific dog. E.g., for example, your dog, the neighbor's dog, that dog. It was only one dog out of the whole group of animals called dogs. Plural count nouns. Some. M. I saw some dogs in my yard. N. Mary bought some apples. O. Bob has some pencils in his pocket. In M, the speaker is saying, I saw more than one dog. They weren't specific dogs. E.g., for example, your dogs, the neighbor's dogs, those dogs. The exact number of dogs isn't important. 2 dogs, 5 dogs. I'm simply saying that I saw an indefinite number of dogs. See chart 11.5. For other words that can be used with plural count nouns such as several, a few, and a lot of. Noun count nouns. Some. P. I bought some fruit. Q. Bob drank some coffee. R. Or R. Would you like to listen to some music? In P, the speaker is saying I bought an indefinite amount of fruit. The exact amount, e.g., for example, 2 pounds of fruit, 4 bananas, and 2 apples, isn't important. And I'm not talking about specific fruit. E.g., for example, that fruit, the fruit in that bowl. See chart 11.5 for other words that can be used with non-count nouns such as a little and a lot of. 11.8 Guidelines for article usage. Continued. The speaker and the listener are thinking about the same specific persons or things. Singular count nouns. D. S. Did you feed the dog? T. K is in the kitchen. U. The sun is shining. V. Please close the door. W. The president is speaking on TV tonight. X. I had a banana and an apple. I gave the banana to Mary. In S, the speaker and the listener are thinking about the same specific dog. The listener knows which dog the speaker is talking about. The dog that they own, the dog that they feed every day. There is only one dog that the speaker could possibly be talking about. In X, a speaker uses the when she or he mentions a noun the second time. First mention, I had a banana. Second mention, I gave the banana. In the second mention, the listener now knows which banana the speaker is talking about. The banana the speaker had, not the banana John had, not the banana in the bowl. Plural count nouns. The Y. Did you feed the dogs? Z. The pencils on that desk are Jim's. A. Please turn off the lights. B. I had some bananas and apples. I gave the bananas to Mary. In Y, the speaker and the listener are thinking about more than one dog, and they are thinking about the same specific dogs. In BB, they is used for second mention. Noun count nouns. The CC. The fruit in this bowl is ripe. DD. I can't hear you. The music is too loud. EE. The air smells fresh today. FF. I drank some coffee and some milk. The coffee was hot. When there is used with non-count nouns, the speaker knows or can assume the listener is familiar with and thinking about the same specific thing. In FF, there is used for second mention. Note A and nothing are not possible for the situations described in S through FF. Using they or nothing with names. A. We met nothing, Mr. Wang. I know nothing, Dr. Smith. Nothing, President Rice has been in the news. They is not used with titled names. Incorrect, we met them, Mr. Wang. B. He lives in Europe. Nothing, Europe. Nothing, Asia is the largest continent. Have you ever been to nothing, Africa? There is not used with the names of continents. Incorrect. He lives in the Europe. C. He lives in nothing, France. Nothing, Brazil is a large country. Have you ever been to nothing, Thailand? D. Lives in the United States. The Netherlands is in Europe. Have you ever been to the Philippines? There is not used with the names of most countries. Incorrect. He lives in the France. There is used in the names of only a few countries, as in the others, the Czech Republic, the United Arab Emirates, the Dominican Republic. He lives in nothing, Paris. Nothing, New York is the largest city in the United States. Have you ever been to nothing, Istanbul? There is not used with the names of cities. Incorrect. He lives in the Paris. F. The Nile River is long. They cross the Pacific Ocean. The Yellow Sea is in Asia. G. Chicago is on Nothing Lake, Michigan. Nothing Lake Titicaca lies on the border between Peru and Bolivia. There is used with the names of rivers, oceans and seas. There is not used with the names of lakes. H. We hiked in the Alps. The Andes are in south America. I. He climbed nothing, Mount Everest. Nothing, Mount Fuji is in Japan. They is used with the names of mountain ranges. They is not used with the names of individual mountains. 1110. Capitalization. Capitalize. 1. The first word of a sentence. We saw a movie last night. It was very good. Capitalize, use a big letter, not a small letter. 2. The names of people. I met George Adams yesterday. 3. Titles, used with the names of people. I saw Dr. Smith. There's Professor Lee. I saw a doctor, but I saw Dr. Wilson. 4. Month, days, holidays. I was born in April. Bob arrived last Monday. It snowed on New Year's Day. Note, seasons are not capitalized. Spring, summer, fall, autumn, winter. 5. The names of places. City, state, province, country, continent. Ocean, lake, river, desert, mountain. School, business, street, building, park, zoo. He lives in Chicago. She was born in California. They are from Mexico. Tibet is in Asia. They crossed the Atlantic Ocean. Chicago is on Lake Michigan. The Nile River flows north. The Sahara Desert is in Africa. We visited the Rocky Mountains. I go to the University of Florida. I work for the Boeing Company. He lives in Grand Avenue. We have class in Ritter Hall. I went jogging in Forest Park. She lives in a city, but she lives in New York City. They crossed a river. They crossed the Yellow River. I go to a university, but I go to the University of Texas. We went to a park, but we went to Central Park. 6. The names of courses. I'm taking chemistry 101 or 101. Here's your history book, but I'm taking history 101 or 101. The titles of books, articles, movies. Gone with the wind or wind. The sound of mountain. Capitalize the first word of the title. Capitalize all other words except article de, a, and coordinating conjunctions and, but, or, and short prepositions with, in, at, etc. 8. The names of languages and nationalities. She speaks Spanish. We discussed Japanese customs. Words that refer to the names of languages and nationalities are always capitalized. 9. The names of religions. Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and Judaism are major religions in the world. Talal is a Muslim. Words that refer to the names of religions are always capitalized. Thank you so much.